Ooh. All high-rank duel to start up the night. Not bad. Is it auras or is that the red-black deck again? Okay. Red-black kind of picking up right where we left. Yo, Olive. ¿Qué pasa, mec? Comment va la vie d'homme célibataire? Ou plus célibataire, peut-être, j'en sais rien. Oof. Alright. Yeah, we don't have a discard spell. Might be in business. It's gonna make a shark for one, but I guess instead of search, I'll just play the search. Hey, Drain Train, this is historic. Hey, Super Walk. The draw's not doing much. Do I even need to play my sweeper? Probably a bunch of shocks though. If I play my sweeper now, they can potentially go Lurus, replay something. I'm just gonna say go actually. A bit risky though, but I don't think they can take the Hall of Fame away from me. But yeah, they announced no class of Hall of Fame for this year, given everything. They've also announced how the Pro League's gonna work next year, and the rivals and the Gauntlet, and how you can qualify if you're not in any of these leagues. Some people were kind of upset. I'm not sure. I feel like they feel like there's not many ways to qualify for the PTs anymore. Not sure if that's exactly true though. Alright, let's see. That's not what I meant to do. Did I dig myself into a hole here? Might have dug myself into a hole. At least we know they don't have a fifth land. Okay, it's kind of crazy if I lose to that draw, because they really didn't do much. Maybe I played it poorly. I think I was just supposed to Teferi plus lose my Teferi. I do that all the time. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. Yeah. I don't know why I did what I did. I guess I got punished maybe for not typhooning when I wanted to, and playing that search instead, and then it was kind of all off tempo and I was a bit too far behind. Hey Spike, thanks for the big raid. What's up everyone? Welcome to first match of the stream. From one band streamer to another band streamer.
Yellow hat, yellow hat.
Hey, thanks for the raid spike. And thanks for the resub too. Oh, I get to transform. Okay. Yeah. Am I gonna be alright somehow? Looks like it might be the case. I feel like it's not gonna be the case. But maybe? Looks like that hand's super clunky. I mean, that's fine. I'm kind of happy to see that. Do you think historic blue-eyed decks could use a card like Consul's Judgment? I think blue-eye's plenty powerful. Probably doesn't need more help. Alright, I'm at 2. I have Castle to block 1. They're kind of running out of gas. I mean, I doubt I'm supposed to minus on a 1-1 there. Although it's good, right? Neuro would be nice. Alright, somehow their draw got incredibly clunky. Ugh. So I die to Claim to Fame, I die to Shock. I play that way, but I'm not sure that actually lets me beat any kind of top deck. I'd have Eliminate in hand. They don't play Eliminate though. Maybe they just missed that I can make a 1-1. They got Heartless Act. I don't think they play these cards in their main deck. I think their oops is legitimate oops. Yeah. So I need to find a neuro. So probably just do that. Oh my god, it tapped all my green mana. Oh, I don't have that much green mana. I guess with neutralize in hand I can just get back Wrath of Gods. Huh. I think this is good though. Oh, a Braid. Yeah, it could have been a Braid. A Braid they actually do play in the main deck sometimes. Alright, so I don't have... Well, I have Graveyard Hate, but different kind of Graveyard Hate. Because I didn't want to play Cajun. Cajun Rest in Peace when Uro is my best card. Plus the enchantments are kind of your best cards too in this matchup. I have a lot I want to bring in though. I think I just board out the counter spells in this matchup actually is what I do. Commit is not that great. Narset on the draw, probably not that great. You know, like that. Warning out all our instants and bringing in Typhoon seems weird. Maybe it's bad. My reasoning is that Typhoon's just kind of card advantage, you know, and they have a lot of discard spells, and it's a cycling card, and it's proactive. Could be like too expensive for the matchup though. The GG land. I guess they could have claim plus they just draw a land too, they could just kill my Teferi. I'll be 6-7 cards in the yard though, and I can inside into Shark Typhoon. Or just bring back an arrow. Ever cut to 27 lands, so is lower to ground decks. Maybe cutting a land on the draw is okay. I could see that. I think I have too many dirtly cards right now, but I wanna keep playing like that, like having one search plus the insight plus Tamio plus 2 Narset. It's kind of a lot of dirtly cards that don't impact the board, but you need some, and I kind of want to see which one I like better. Tony Ramis. Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure why. Yeah, I did a scatter and a veto to the main deck. I like that. Cheap counter spells. I just love that every counter spell has cycling though. It feels so good. Little clickbait action. Yeah, I play against mono black up now. I'm just a boring band player. I don't buy into the snake's oil or whatever it's called. Honestly, if you're not at least number 2 on the ladder, I just won't believe anything you've got to say. That's my minimum requirement. I don't know if this is good or not with 2 Teferi in hand. Which is kind of dumb. Obviously, I'm joking because the way you get to number 2 is by playing like 60 billion games. Nissa against Teferi. Not that common of a matchup, actually, right? They have Uro coming. They have 2 blue mana. I could memory, but then they get to untap with a lot of mana. What if I Teferi minus on Nissa? We know their last card in hand is a spell. I'm gonna lose my Teferi anyways. The last card in hand could be Eliminate. That'd be really bad for me. It'd be pretty bad. It wouldn't even be like the end of the world or anything. I could still come back. Wrath of God would reg them. Not bad. Oh, that's good too. It's even better, right? Oh, let's see what I draw first. It's got to be Uro first, right? No, obviously getting to rank 1, you have to play really well and have a really good deck. And play a lot. I've never been rank 1. I think my highest is like 5 maybe. I don't play enough. I don't think so. I mean, I don't have the dedication. I just don't care enough. Different people have different motivations, and what should I name? What do I have left in my deck? What have I not drawn? I haven't drawn a single neutralize. I'm just a big fan of naming the card I have the most stuff in my deck. Unless obviously I need a very specific card. Wrath of God was probably a close second because I had 3 left in my deck. And it's one of the best cards I can draw right now. Hey, Ride or Die. Hey, JD. Should I get back commit and commit Nissa? Seems kind of good. Or is Teferi better, I guess? Alright, let's do Uro first. Playing Panza. No big. Thoughts on my new Panza deck, chat? I didn't want them to have all these forests, right? Let's have the emblem, they all the forests, and we know they have a Nissa in hand. Oh. Alright, what did we see? So their deck is Ramp into Nissa. Ramp, Nissa, Thoughtseize, little Crisis, little Shark Typhoon, little removal.
Toss a coin to your streamer, oh Valley of Twitch chat, oh Valley of Twitch chat, oh oh oh.
Meta has been solved, Cake W.
Wow, you broke it. You actually solved the Kek W meta. She says cake like Kek. Thanks for the +5, JD. Thanks for all the donations. Do I think my opponent scooped too soon? No, I think it's probably pretty reasonable for them to scoop there. ECD seems good. Ooze could be good. Veto could be good. Crisis could be good. Scrowling Claws could be good. What's bad? They probably have Jolrel in their deck too, right? I'm trying to remember what I had in my Sultai deck. Yeah, we didn't see a Jolrel. I'll trim a Wrath. Trimming cards at random, making my deck worse than in game one. It's hard to know without their exact list. And even with their exact list, it's kind of hard to know. Bat keep. You can have Narset or Tamio. Is there a reason not to play Search? Not to play, I think there's a great reason to play Search first. Classic 27 land Sultai, I can tell. They just had to fit, you know, that extra Shark Typhoon or that extra Crisis. No, I have no idea. Obviously, how many lands they're playing. Did I know about the future TV show based on MTG? I mean, they've been talking about shows or movies on MTG, right? Yeah, that was a while ago, right? August. Oh no, they redid. That was like 9 days ago. Easy graveyard. Look at me feeling so strong with my sensor. Oh yeah, we've got GeoGuessr. Should we do GeoGuessr? Should I commit? It's probably kind of spew, right? Yeah, let's do GeoGuessr after this match before I forget. GeoGuessr is so good. I'm hooked. I'm yellowhat hooked. I'll let them have it. I kind of want them to draw that in 2 turns potentially, but I'd rather use my castle, right? Toss a coin to your witcher, a valley of plenty, a valley of plenty. Oh. Let's see if they have a negate. Nope. Oh, this game was dumb. Remember, chats, more land equals more wins. I was a Miranan. Oh, hey, Javi. So, yeah, our teammates were not that toxic. I mean, the Timber Saw was whining. I didn't play very well. Opponent's high rank has no companion. So they're either playing goblins or burn or the mirror, some kind of blue deck. I'll get rid of cast out, I guess. Blue-eye may be better against goblins. I mean, it just depends how you build your bands. If you want to play a bunch of scatters and exclude, then blue-eyed is, you know, I mean, I have the same cards as blue-eyed does. No, I have like 4 neutralize, some essence scatter. I have the same amount of sweepers. I mean, I could play an extra settle, but mono black something. Okay. Mono black stuff. Is that the Godfire's gift deck? I haven't played against that yet. I'm guessing that's what I'm supposed to do. I haven't played against Ragdos Sack yet. I mean, I've played against the Ragdos Arcanist deck. I play against it all the time. And I beat it all the time. Speaking of beating it all the time, they need 6 cards, right? 6 creature cards in their graveyard, and they have 2. I guess I'll just plus. Maybe plussing's just really dumb, and I can't lose if I minus on the gate. They might just have a bunch of suppliers. Six or more. Seems like they're pretty far from 6 or more. How do they get creatures in the yard besides Stitcher Supplier? They're kind of like a beatdown deck with like a backup Godfire's Gift plan, I guess. I have Tower too. Yeah, I guess that's kind of going fast. I forgot they could just do stuff like that. I guess they're already at 5 creatures in the yard, actually. Alright, I actually have to let that resolve. Tuck. Bring back Neuros. I kind of want to draw land. Beulv FFT. Thanks for the sub. Thank you so much. Whoever you are. Probably a lurker. I don't recognize your screen name at all, but appreciate the support nonetheless. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. That was scary. I should have tucked it to turn earlier, I think. Alright, I guess Graveling Claws and Ooze is good against them. Is ECD any good against them, or is it too slow? Baffling End 2, Exile. If they don't have a sack outlet, just Exile and the Woe Strider is probably just strong against them. There's some matchups where I just want to board out some of the air in my deck. Narset's pretty good against Cassad's actually really good against him. Veto? You want me to bring in Veto just for the gate? Don't I want to just fight the gate with my exile effects? Shark Typhoon's kind of underwhelming. And 2 of these cards on the draw. Not sure which one's better. But 2 is probably too many. I could cut both. Be a bit less clunky. Kind of like my card advantage engine if I'm bringing in all these baffling ends though. Maybe neutralize kind of bad on the draw. The reason is that without gate their deck just sucks. I have Censor and Neutralize. I don't think I want to go as narrow as Dobbin's Veto. I don't know, man. It's tough. Does Uro just overpower decks where you would want to bring in Rip and Cage? That's what I'm trying to do, yeah. I'm trying to just build my sideboard without these cards and hope it works, because it just doesn't feel right, you know? How are the games going? Pretty good. I lost to Goblins once tonight. Won my other matches. I'm 1-2 against Goblin on the ladder, and I'm 3-4 in games, so not the worst record, I guess. Probably want to save that for Woe Strider. As Artson's pretty good, right? They get Crib Breaker and they can maybe go off. Could be mis-sequencing on my part here. But I figured that might happen. And it was worth the upside of, you know, the other stuff. It's not even like 100. Nah, Woe Strider's pretty good for them. Have I played a land yet? I haven't, right? I can just do that. Cycling Sensor is pretty valuable when I already have Uro. Huh. Free cards. Narset's gonna die. That's 4. Scrabblin's Curls is 5. Bring back Uro. It's pretty tempting. Hopefully it's not too fancy. I missed that card. Such a sweet card. Was Phyrexian Furnace the OG? I'll just get rid of the Strider and bring back Uro. Scrabbling Claws was much better than Cage this game, right? Infinitely better than Cage and Rest in Peace. I guess we'll see. Is Claws better or worse than Soul Gap Lantern? I think it's better. This game it was basically the same cards, but I think Scrabbling Claws makes more sense overall. Alright, good games. I'm just worried about cards like Vraska, Golgari Queen and stuff if I rely on Gravedigger's Cage and Rest in Peace. Alright, another Goblin deck. I think I have to shock myself to cycle cast that. It's funny, I think people think they're being clever with the companion, but I think he actually kind of gives it away. Because I remember actually seeing that a few weeks ago. Like, because they can't cast it, right? They're just trying to confuse. They're like, I don't even know what the reasoning is. All right, do I need to actually? I've been countering these wily goblins. Maybe I don't have to. I think wily is really good. I've been playing that way, but then maybe neutralize you. Oh. I kill Prospector. Killing Prospector is still okay, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, do I want to shock myself? Not really. Alright, wait. Yeah, I honestly just forgot they could sack Prospector to pay. That being said, was censoring the wily the correct play? Not sure. I decided not to shock myself because I figured I can't afford to counter anything that's... Yeah, I basically have to I think I have to play that way. Hope I draw Wrath of Gods at some point. And save my counter spells for Muxus. Oh yeah, you can cast it with Phyrexian Tower. That's pretty cool. Never thought about that. Goblins makes Historic less enjoyable for me. I don't mind it. Alright, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I'm just lost. Doesn't this deck always lose to Black Red Pyro? I always beat Black Red Pyro. I've beat it that's all I play against and I never lose. I don't know, man. I think this is bad. I said I was not gonna... Yeah. I mean, reality is game's just hard when they draw well. And you don't draw well. Like, if you don't have a sweeper, if they have a solid draw and you just don't draw Wrath of Gods, that's pretty hard to win. I didn't draw Neuro either. Like, I do have that useless insight in my hand. Alright. And have another one on top. Rip. Looks like this game was winnable given how I drew. Maybe that just attack was one. No. Ace Sensor is not that good in this matchup. Yeah, I cut the Uro for because I need to try all these weird cards, but why not Timely? Because it's like Timely's kind of like a really bad sweeper against them. Might just be worse than Baffling End too. Sure, pick your poison. My main deck needs less air. Yeah, I probably have like at least one too many of these four mana cards. Maybe Insight. Maybe Tamiyo is better than Insight. Especially if people are going to start playing stuff like Tamiyo and stuff. Stuff like Tamiyo and stuff. You'll love to hear it. You love to hear how good my English is. I wonder if they weren't supposed to just name Tamiyo instead of Teferi, if Tamiyo was not better in that spot. Not sure. I tapped my mana like a genius too. I guess I only have one blue. Or two blue. Alright, well, I didn't hit it with this Tamiyo, but at least I got to it. I guess I should keep naming Neutralize. Got the cast out in the graveyard. Got 7 mana. Could attack, right? Could attack in Wrath. Just attack Wrath and play Uro again. Alright, it might be time for manual tapping here. Just in case, you know. Yeah, Tamiyo has been really good too so far. I agree. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do. I don't think so. Could just cast out the Snoop, honestly, maybe. We'll see. Jeez, all the spyglass. See, this is like where blue-white might have struggled, you know. Just Uro, you just win on the sheer power of Uro. Alright, I guess I should trim at least at the ferry, maybe even two if they have multiple spyglass. Because that's an easy way to lose. I could do some baffling ends. I could do timely. I could do the ageless insight, honestly. I'm not gonna have to ferry. Could do timely. Baffling end is nice against the Snoop. Could trim in our set too. Timely is a trap. Yeah, timely's kind of a trap, but sometimes it trades was like, you know, their early drops. You guys think baffling end's a no-brainer? What if they just go like Prospector, Wily, Matron, you know, that draw? It's like, you feel like such a fool with baffling end. I think you need a mix, you want a mix, but... Sensor is really awkward against Prospector and Wily, but it's also just cycles for 1 mana and gets you closer to your other good cards. Baffling End doesn't do that. I'm gonna try this. I think Huey posted a guide and he was bringing in, was my blue-white list, so it was a bit different, but he was just overloading. He was bringing in the second settle and he was bringing all the baffling ends and cutting all the sensors. And I guess we just disagree on like how the matchup plays out and how the cards play out. But he was doing well with the deck, so I feel like it's kind of bad to do that though. Monk ass. You love to see it turn to Spyglass. Next level sideboarding over here. What did he name? The Fairy Hero of Dome. Huey was playing blue-white. I think he was just maybe playing up the ladder just to get some data for his sideboard guide. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my Sensor still counters Muxus next turn. But basically, yeah. Basically, I'm just going to cycle. I'm kind of in a tricky spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could just tap out and hope I don't die to Muxus. They would need to hit Muxus, War Chief, and a Goblin or two. Because am I really realistically gonna win this game if I sit back? They know about my entire hand too. I mean, this is kind of... So let's see, they need Muxus plus War Chief. That's... Let's say they get the Chieftain. That's 8 damage. Plus 2 more Goblins. That's 14. That might not even be lethal. It might honestly only be lethal if they hit like a godly Muxus. Famous last words, obviously. Everyone knows that, but, you know. I think that's just the line that gives me the best way of winning the game. Plus, I like it's pretty hard, pretty risky, but it's also pretty risky to sit back. Pretty risky is like, doesn't mean much in Magic. Like, they hit a pretty decent Muxus, right? They had it, they had the land, and they hit something somewhat decent, and it still doesn't matter, right? Yeah. And now at least I feel like I can maybe win this game. What the... Indestructible whenever is dealt damage, is damage to target opponent. Can I beat that card? So I just fight my Uro and I take 6? Oh, that's GG. Actually, I probably can't lose this game, but, you know, it's just stuff streamers say. Shit streamers say. Classic gimmicky sideboard strats. Not a fan, not gonna lie. Especially if people know you're doing it. I wouldn't mind it if you brought in Spyglass in game 2 and maybe like boarded the Might in game 3 and maybe I sideboard poorly, you know, but... do I want to use a neutralize here? I think I can, right? Why not? Actually, it doesn't make a ton of sense. They don't even have castle in play yet. Why spear neutralize? Weird champ, yeah. Potentially weird champo. Oh. Only have... Well, I have Shark Typhoon, I guess, to block a Muxus. But that was not how I drew it, I'm not gonna lie. I can actually name Shark Typhoon. I don't know if that's the play or not. Spyglass is so bad in this deck. I could see one Spyglass being good in against the 4 Teferi deck. I mean, your deck is just, especially against blue-white, maybe less so against Bant because Bant has Uro, but against blue-white, I don't know. I'm not saying it's optimal strategy. I'm just saying it's, you know, sometimes some decks have like blind spots, honestly, to stuff like that. I mean, they kind of have the soft lock because they have the counter, and I can't minus the fairy on it. So it essentially locked out of the game right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna be okay though. They named Teferi and Castle Ventress, yes. Could still play my Teferi. How much mana do I have? Enough. Insight was good this game. Uro and then Wrath. Oh yeah, that's a line, but maybe a line when I have once they commit another creature or two. I'm gonna hold on to my neutralize. Seems pretty hard to lose. Should I start digging to my one cast out? Seriously though, how do I beat that stupid card? Did I even keep in cast out? Probably not, right? I guess I'll name my one commit. Oh yeah, it is. I guess Maybe I left it in once I saw the... I can get it back next turn. It's not a big deal. Pepega naming. More? Oof. I gotta play the Aura first, right? Doesn't really matter. Yeah, their plan does not seem convincing. A 1-1 for 5 against the control deck. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that works if I have like 0 cast out, 0 like it can work. But it usually doesn't work. Well, I didn't have a Teferi in hand anymore, so I figured I wouldn't do that. How many cards do I have left? 21? I don't even know what I'm supposed to name. Doesn't matter, obviously. Just wasting everyone's time. I guess I'll just name my last neutralize. Going for quads. Going for the good old quads. Who doesn't like quads, honestly? Oh yeah, I didn't hardcast my Shark Typhoon. I'm committed to not let that resolve. Man, they're really in there with the cheese. Nice little wine and cheese over there.